Good morning. Globally, attention is on a possible de-escalation between the United States and Iran. Iran says a deal to end the fighting has never been closer, and Pakistan, acting as mediator, says the text has been agreed. Reporting indicates the tentative package includes terms for removing and destroying nuclear material. If confirmed, that would mark a material shift in a conflict that has been driving security risk and market volatility. On the global economy and the technological revolution, markets are digesting a landmark moment in capital markets. SpaceX has debuted on Wall Street, with reporting from the Financial Times and the Sydney Morning Herald saying the listing surge has pushed Elon Musk's net worth to around $1.1 trillion, making him the world's first trillionaire. The float is being framed as a major vote of confidence in the commercial space sector and, more broadly, in frontier technology investment tied to AI, advanced manufacturing, and defense-adjacent innovation. The Financial Times also flags a wider bond and equity conundrum, with yields and valuations behaving in ways that challenge long-standing assumptions, a reminder that monetary and market settings remain unusually hard to read. In global culture, British artist David Hockney has died aged 88, prompting tributes including from King Charles, and closing the chapter on one of the most influential modern artists. Turning to Australia, defense and technology capability is in focus. The Sydney Morning Herald reports delays in finalizing the Ukraine security pact could limit Australia's ability to draw on Ukraine's vast of all the expertise in drones and other advanced systems. With drone warfare and counter-drone technology now central to modern conflict, the pace of these arrangements matters for capability, development and procurement settings across government. In federal politics and policy, the rise of one nation is driving renewed scrutiny of major party strategy. The Guardian reports Newspoll has put one nation ahead of the coalition and Labour for the first time, and argues both major parties will need to force Paul and Hanson to explain and defend specific policies if they want to win back first-time one-nation voters. Separately, The Guardian's back-to-back Barry's notes one nation has raised nearly $3 million this week, underlining that the party's organizational and fundraising capacity is strengthening, not just its polling. The Sydney Morning Herald also reports internal speculation around succession planning within one nation, and how that intersects with coalition dynamics. For the Australian economy and the share market, the dominant market-moving development in this cycle is the SpaceX listing and the broader repricing of global tech risk. While that's offshore, it can flow through locally via sentiment toward high-growth technology exposures, defense tech themes, and the cost of capital as global bond yields shift. Finally, at the local and community level, ABC News reports on the use of new technologies to digitally record and help rebuild cultural heritage destroyed in conflict, with NGOs including Biladi and Blue Shield using advanced documentation methods. It's a reminder that technology, including AI-enabled mapping and archiving, is increasingly part of both humanitarian response and post-conflict reconstruction.